Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Guys of Magic. This is Hunter and Shane. Say hello, Shane.
What's up, nerds?
We are back with our final day of Marvel's Spider-Man spoiler season. We are finished, Shane. Can you believe it?
Ah,
Quick,
it was quick actually.
quick
Yeah, you're
little,
right.
quick little one.
Yeah, quick little
There's
one.
only 6 total videos that we did
Yeah,
for this set.
not
Compare
too
that
bad.
to a month worth of Final Fantasy.
Yeah, that was a bit rough.
But this is a smaller set. A lot of people think this set was rushed into what should have been an Assassin's Creed set. Assassin's Creed did terrible. Fill it with more filler cards. There's a whole debate on is this set actually good? We'll talk about our opinions at the end there. But this is the final of Spider-Man spoilers. How many cards were supposed to be dropped into the gallery today? Normally it's like a good handful. There's 4. There's 4 cards that were remaining to be spoiled, 2 of which were just common lands. So we're only going to be talking about 2 cards today. We're going to be talking about the top 5 cards we missed from Reddit. We're talking about the top 3 cards that were most liked on our Instagram because you guys were following along the whole spoiler season and you guys liked certain cards we didn't talk about. We're going to be talking about them in this video. So let's talk about the first card that was spoiled from today, Shane. This is the final legendary creature as well. This is Hobgoblin, Mantled Marauder. It's 1 and a red for a 1/2 legendary creature, Goblin Human Villain. It's got flying and haste, and it says whenever you discard a card, Hobgoblin gets +2/+0 until end of turn.
Cool. Discard a bunch of
2 mana.
stuff, make them big.
Yeah, you could do that. 2 mana, 1/2 with flying and haste is not a terrible stat. Could it see play in mono red aggro and standard? Very well.
Yeah, if there's
Right.
gonna be some kind of mayhem deck going around, I'm sure.
I don't think it takes place with the other that 2 mana 1/2 flyer that actually has pseudo prowess. And by pseudo prowess, I mean it gets that +2/+0 for every spell you cast.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah.
a bit better, but
Yeah, sounds a bit better.
if you're running it like a discard strategy, then Hobgoblin, almost hard to say, is the card for you.
Yep, I like it.
It's not bad. Not bad little uncommon here. And like I said, this was the last legendary creature. That puts the final count of legendary creatures from Spider-Man as a whole, including this Spider-Man set and the Spider-Man Eternal set, at 93 new legendary creatures.
With
So,
just 188 something cards, dude. That's so many legendary creatures.
yeah, I think the whole set was 200 and something. If you add the Eternal cards plus the normal standard Spider-Man set, I think just the normal standard Spider-Man was like 100 and something.
Yeah.
But either way, small set. They threw in a whole bunch of other stuff. But 93 legends, you can expect a couple different videos when it comes to commander grades because there is a lot to talk about.
There's a lot.
But let's move on to the next card, Shane. This is the final card that we're talking about that was spoiled from just today. This is Sudden Strike. 1 and a white for an instant. Destroy target attacking or blocking creature.
We've seen this
Simple
before.
to the point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sudden Strike. Just a quick, swift kick to the stomach.
It seems like it's pretty good removal for standard, yeah.
Pretty good removal for standard.
Yeah.
Pretty good just removal period for
That's true.
mono white.
That's true.
Uh, anything attacking you or anything that's bigger than what like that's kind of like a combat trick in itself, right?
Yeah,
You
with the
swing
blocking,
in a
yeah.
little creature at a bigger creature, and they're like, "I'm just block." What do you mean? And then
Yeah.
dead.
You could be baiting like maybe I'm just gonna board wipe. No, I'm gonna sudden strike you.
Yep, exactly. But yeah, like I said, those were the only 2 kind of uncommon cards that were just relevant to talk about. Like I said, the other 2 were just common lands that entered tapped. Don't need to talk about them. They also surveil for 4 mana.
Wow.
Yeah, not important. But here's the things we missed. Top 5 from Reddit. This first one, we did not talk about it. This is Bagel and Schmear. It's 1 mana for an artifact food. It's got share, which means you could pay a white, tap it, sacrifice this artifact to put +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature, draw a card, activate only as a sorcery, or Nosh. For 2, you could tap it, sacrifice this artifact, you gain 3 life, and draw a card. 2 different modes that both sacrifice this.
And both draw you a card.
Yeah,
Do
I
you need
do
the
want to
life? You
point
want the
out,
counter?
I do want to just make a quick point that this was shared in the stream for Weekly MTG, and Blake said Bagel and got
On purpose?
roasted for it. Nope.
That's just
He
how he says
said,
bagel.
he says, you mean bagel? Yes. He says bagel. He says it's a Midwest thing. He said, He said, the chat's roasting me in the comments, and I'm not going to say it again.
Okay.
It's like, well, I've never heard anyone say bagel, but
Well,
he
we are
said
not from the
bagel.
Midwest, so
We say bagel.
we say
Comment
bagel.
down below. Are you a team bagel or team bagel?
I was gonna say, how are they gonna let us know? Because you write it out, it's the exact same.
Do the pronunciation
No,
sounding
no, no.
now.
Just put
Bag L.
I'm Team Bagel.
I'm t- there you go. Perfect. But this card is not terrible. I like the two abilities. They both draw you a card.
Yeah,
So
seems good.
it's good. But how do you feel about a Bagel and Schmear
I
being
think
in
it's
Magic the
weird.
Gathering?
Weird.
So what do
It
you think
reminds
of
me of like the vending machine thing too. Remember from Fallout? It's just like a bunch of random stuff that's like real life things that are now in Magic. So whatever. I mean, I'm gonna play with my
it? Yeah, I
Bagel
mean,
and Schmear now.
I cast Bagel and Schmear. Yeah, it's definitely weird. Like I said, people are on one side of the fence or the other about this set. Like I said, we'll talk about it at the end there. But next up is Steel Wrecking Ball. It's 5 mana for an artifact. It says when this artifact enters, it deals 5 damage to target creature, or you could pay 1 and a red, discard this card, destroy target artifact. Not terrible.
I have a prediction, Hunter.
What's your prediction?
Within maybe a year or so, there's gonna be a legendary creature that creates these.
I don't know if that's the case, but
You
I
know what I'm
see where your
referencing? Yeah,
head's
yeah,
at. I know you're referencing the meteorites.
yeah, yeah.
I don't think they'll be making steel wrecking balls, but it would be hilarious. However, I will say just the flexibility here to pay 5 to deal 5 damage or pay 2 to destroy a target artifact. That's not bad.
Yeah, it just seems super slow. This is a common card for sure.
Yeah, we already have the I'm blanking on the name of the card chain. What is the red that does 3 damage or destroys a target artifact?
Braid?
A braid, yes.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, a braid. So this is just
It's
2
more
extra mana
expensive, yeah, I
for
guess.
2 extra damage, but it's not extra mana if you want to destroy the artifact.
Hmm,
So, I don't know. I can see play.
maybe.
Moving on to another legendary creature we didn't talk about. This is Kraven Proud Predator. 1 red green for a star 4 legendary creature, human, warrior, villain. It's got vigilance and it also has top of the food chain, which means Kraven's power is equal to the greatest mana value among permanents you control. It's interesting.
Okay. Just
Depending on
kind of
how
seems a little
big
vanilla,
of
but
a
okay.
mana value you have.
Yeah. It's a big dumb beater.
It could be. This is at least very floor is a 3/4. So 3 mana for a 3/4 with vigilance. We'll see if this sees play in standard.
Maybe.
Surprise! We're reanimating something big, and now it's a
Hmm.
giant thing.
That's true.
Yeah, this
Okay.
card's not terrible. Yeah,
I like seeing tigers and lions and all that in New York City.
this is Kraven. We talked about Kraven the Hunter.
Yeah.
This is another Kraven, so it's cool. This is a really interesting next one, Shane. This is called the Spots Portal. This is 2 and a black for an instant that just says put target creature on the bottom of its owner's library. You lose 2 life unless you control a villain.
That's super mean removal.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
This is some removal that just says you're never seeing this card again unless you get unbelievably lucky if you shuffle your deck later.
That's true. This is I guess only reason why it's more relevant if someone has like a graveyard strategy. This is just like, no, this card is out of your control forever.
It is just gone.
Gone.
Yeah,
It's in a
like I said,
portal.
probably never seeing it again. And who cares if you lose 2 life in a game of
Yeah.
EDH, especially? Yeah, I like this card a
That's
lot.
cool. I like it.
This will probably be some premier removal.
Once again, yeah.
And the final card before we get into the top 3 of our Instagram, we've got School Daze. Funny, right? This is 3 and 2 blue for an instant. You choose one, you do homework, which means draw 3 cards, or you fight crime, which means counter target spell and draw a card.
Hmm.
5 mana is a bit expensive, but
Super.
hey, do your homework.
I was gonna say 5 mana to hold up sucks. Hate that feeling.
At least you draw a card with it too.
I mean, either way you're drawing cards, I guess. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
This is just okay in my opinion.
This one is just okay. I think the thing that people were talking about is hilarious that you're fighting crime by technically
Mm,
doing a crime.
like committing a crime, targeting something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's
So
be honest, dude. Vigilante. What's the word? Vigilantism.
yeah,
That what I'm trying
yeah,
to
yeah.
say? That's illegal.
That technically, sure. Moving on to the final three cards we're talking about. This is from our Instagram that were most liked by you guys at home. This first one is Rhino Barreling Brute. 3, 2 red, 2 green, 6/7. Legendary creature human villain. It's got vigilance, trample, and haste. And it says whenever it attacks, if you've cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater this turn, draw a card. A
Okay.
lot going on. Yeah,
Super
it's a hefty one.
expensive.
It is expensive at 7 mana, but you're in the perfect color combination to get it out quicker.
True. Or I mean, the cast trigger here is after it is on the field. Maybe you can cheat this out some way.
I mean, technically it would count itself because it says if you did it this turn, which
Oh,
on
I'm
the
just saying, like, if
stack
you don't
says you
cast it,
did.
yeah. I guess that's true.
So
Oh, I see
you
what you're
you
saying. I
cast
see what you're saying.
if you cast this card, it triggers itself.
Right. Well, I was just trying to say, if there's a way to, like, just dump this card in the hand without casting it, and then you could cast something for, I don't know. I don't want to pay
Might be a
that mana
top end.
cost.
I mean,
That's,
this might be a top end in standard if you can
yeah.
get some Llanowar elves out and keep this going because a 6/7 with vigilance, trample, and haste is going to start doing damage and blocking. So yeah, not terrible.
We'll
I'll be
see.
curious to see what we grade it in
Yeah.
our commander grades.
Oh, that's a
Uh,
scary CMC.
mhm. Next up, we've got Terrific Team Up. Is 3 and a green. For an instant that says this spell costs 2 less to cast. If you control a permanent with mana value 4 or greater, 1 or 2 target creatures you control each get +1/+0 until end of turn, and they each deal damage equal to their power to target creature and opponent controls.
Okay, I like this card a lot.
Yeah, right? This is
Yeah,
probably ever going to, if you're running the correct deck, this is going to cost 2 mana, and you
always
were just like, boom, your opponent's creature is super dead.
super dead. Like, I feel like every time I see something cool in green, my first thought is Kona, and this would be really good in Kona.
It's not a bad removal spell.
Yeah, it's not.
Especially green doesn't have a lot of removal spells, and I think
Yeah,
this one, especially because you are in green and you are trying to cast big stuff, you probably gonna see this seeing play.
yeah, I like it.
And the final card we are talking about today, most liked by you guys, is Raging Goblinoids. It's 4 and a red for a 5/4 creature, Goblin Berserker villain. It has haste, but it also has mayhem for 2 and a red. And in case you forget, you may cast this card from your graveyard for its 2 and a red. If you discarded it this turn, timing rules still apply. So yes, Shane, mayhem, 3 mana for a 5/4 with haste.
Yep, I can see why that's good. That's kind of stupid.
Very
Okay, we're
easy to
seeing the
discard.
red deck come together.
We are. Yeah. Very easy to discard.
Super, super easy. And then you're just gonna you do this in your pre-combat main phase, swing in for a 5/4 like turn 3, plus whatever you got on the
Yeah.
field. Like, this is dumb. Yeah, this
Yeah,
card's.
we saw
I
that.
think it's gonna see play.
I mean, earlier we saw that 2 mana card that just fixes your draw step, remember? But you can just discard in your main
Oh
phase.
yeah, yeah.
Discard this on turn 3, like you said, 5/4 haste.
Yep. Yikes. Okay.
But yeah, that's it. That's spoiler season. That is Marvel's Spider-Man. And like I just kept teasing, let's talk about how we feel about it, Shane. I'll go first. Overall, I think I'm kind of biased because I am a fan of Marvel. However, I can concede that I do feel like the set was a bit rushed. I can see everyone's opinions when they say this was probably meant to be a smaller set because Assassin's Creed failed. They probably pivoted hardcore, threw in more filler cards, and you can see that there's just a shift of kind of weirdness to it.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I'm not like the biggest Spider-Man fan as an IP. I don't really care. I can still just. I mean, some of the cards are cool, some of them aren't. Just kind of like any other set to me, and I I try not to let things like that get me too upset. But I can understand why someone could be upset. But I don't know. I think overall, I think the set is. I'm gonna say it's okay.
It is okay, but I will buy a lot of it.
I know you
'Cause
will.
I'm really looking for some cards, specifically the Soul Stone.
Yep. You and everyone else.
But comment down below, what is your opinion on the set as a whole? Obviously, we have more videos coming, so don't forget to hit the like button for this video and also subscribe so you don't want to miss out on those opinions of those other videos. Shane, before we wrap things up, what was your favorite card that we talked about today? Do you have a favorite?
I don't really think. I mean, let's just say out of the two new ones we talked about, I'll say Sudden Strike out of the two were probably my favorite.
Two new ones? I figured
Yeah.
you'd like that terrific team up. That's
I
the
mean, that one
I
is pretty good. That's a good card.
do. I'm gonna say I like the Spots Portal.
Yeah.
I think that card is really cool removal.
Yeah.
But comment down below as well. What was your guys' favorite card that we talked about today? While you're down there, check the description for all our links to our social media accounts. Follow us on those as well. And on the screen right now, those are all of our Patreon subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your added support. It really does mean the world to us. If you guys wanted to check out what they're seeing, which is not here on YouTube, please check the link in the description below and consider subscribing. And a very special shout out to our Gains Indestructible tier, starting with
Aaron Hill,
Billy Yum Yum 2x2,
Daryl Tripp,
Demarion Turner,
Dr. Rome,
Ghost McGrady,
Yasminder Popla,
Jimmy Ward,
Jay Pizzle,
Kelvor,
Kevo,
Samuel Abbott,
Sting Razor 1144,
Thrifty PSGR.
and William Colombo.
You guys are awesome. Appreciate every single one of you. And until the next video, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.
Bye.